Hi, everybody. Today we're going to read a story called Stephanie's Ponytail, written by Robert Munch. And this is a very funny story about a main character named Stephanie. And Stephanie does something that stands out and shows us that it's okay to be different and be special in our own ways. So while we're reading the story, I want you to think about, what does Stephanie do that shows us that it's really special to be ourselves? Let's enjoy. One day, Stephanie went to her mom and said, "None of the other kids in my class have a ponytail. I want a nice ponytail coming right out of the back." So Stephanie's mom gave her a nice ponytail coming right out of the back. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids looked at her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." Wow, it seems like Stephanie is really proud of who she is. The next day, when Stephanie went to school, all of the other girls had ponytails coming out of the back. Stephanie looked at them and said, "You're all a bunch of copycats. You do whatever I do. You don't have a brain in your heads." The next morning, Mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming right out of the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Then that's that," said her mother. "That's the only place you can do ponytails." "No, it's not," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out of the side, just above my ear." Very strange," said the mom. "Are you sure that is what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out right above her ear. She has a side pony. When she went to school, all the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next morning, when Stephanie came to school, all of the other kids and even some of the boys had a nice ponytail coming out just above their ears. Wow, it seems like everybody really likes Stephanie's creativity. The next morning, Mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out of the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Would you like it coming out of the side?" "No." "Well, then that's that," said her mom. "There is no other place you can do ponytails." "Yes, there is," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out of the top of my head like a tree." "That's very, very strange," said her mom. "Are you sure that's what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming right out of the top of her head like a tree. And when Stephanie went to school, all of the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next day, all of the girls and all of the boys had ponytails coming out of the top of their head. It looked like broccoli was growing out of their heads. Do you see all of their ponytails? Oh my goodness. I wonder what Stephanie's going to do. The next morning, Mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out of the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Would you like it coming out of the side?" "No." "Would you like one coming out of the top of your head?" "No." "Well, then that's definitely it," said Mom. "There's no other place you can do ponytails." "Yes, there is," said Mom. "I want one coming out of the front, hanging down in front of my nose." Uh-oh. "But nobody will know if you're coming or going," said Mom. "Are you sure that's what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So Mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming right out of the front. On the way to school, she bumped into 4 trees, 3 cars, 2 houses, and 1 principal. When she finally got to her class, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next day, all of the girls and boys and even the teachers had ponytails coming out of the front and hanging down in front of their noses. No, none of them could see where they were going. They bumped into desks, they bumped into each other, they bumped into the walls, and by mistake, 3 girls went into the boys' bathroom. Oh my goodness. Stephanie said, "You're a bunch of copycats. You do whatever I do. When I come in tomorrow, I'm going to shave my head." Seems like Stephanie is a little frustrated and angry. I wonder if she's really going to shave her head. What do you think? Let's see. The first person to come in that day was the teacher. She shaved her head and she was bald. The next to come in were the boys, and they shaved their heads too, and they were bald. The next to come in were the girls, and they shaved their heads too, and they were bald. The last person to come in was Stephanie, and she had a nice ponytail coming right out of the back. Now it looks like all of her friends that copied her are a little angry. The end. I hope you enjoyed the story.